For the next few weeks, we are going to be working on a process you can use when you are doing a paper or project for class or researching a topic for your own purposes. For those of you that asked when we will use the database resources and World Book, we will be using those over the next several weeks for research activities. One thing to remember is that while generally you will start at step 1 and go through step 6, it is also useful to remember that sometimes when you are doing research, you will go back to an earlier step in the process. The first step in the Big Six process is task definition. So step 1, or task definition, the questions you want to answer in that step are: what is the problem? What info do I need? And then the task you'll complete is create a research question. Sometimes we don't actually take the time to look at what the assignment is, and then we waste time on resources that don't fit or on activities that make the project take longer than needed. If you spend a little time looking at what you need to do, it can help you decide where to focus. For instance, in the case of the following assignment, what do you think are the most important points? The fact that the focus is on Veterans Day will make me look at the specific sources because it already gives me the topic I need to look at. In addition, creating a visual is a different purpose than writing a paragraph. I will have some text to explain the visual, but not as much as if I were writing an essay. Also, I need to focus on the history of the topic instead of getting an interview with a veteran. Finally, I need to have at least 2 sources. With this information, I can formulate a research question that will help keep me focused through my research. A research question should mirror the assignment and be specific to the task. For instance, if my question is, what is Veterans Day? That is too broad and does not really fit the assignment. If my question is, what was important about the first Veterans Day? That question is too specific and does not allow for the entire history of the holiday. If my question is, what is the history of Veterans Day? It mirrors the assignment and allows me to focus on what I need for the assignment. So just to recap, if your research question is too broad, you end up with too much information for your task, like the overflowing coffee or hot chocolate cup. If your question is too narrow, you won't have enough information to complete the assignment, like a mug of hot chocolate with just a little in it. That little won't warm you up on a cold day, and not having enough information won't let you complete the task. You want a research question that allows you to get just the right amount of information, like a perfect cup of hot chocolate. Once I have spent a few minutes on step 1, task definition, I can move on to step 2 of the process. So information seeking, where is their information, what are the best sources, and you determine the sources and search terms in this step. While we can often be tempted to just jump into a Google search, it is useful to take a few minutes and think about the sources we have access to. If we are going to do a Google search, then we really need to make sure to do website reliability checks as well. While that is an excellent skill to have, and we will work on that during library time this year, for now we will use one of the library resources we learned about earlier this year. For my topic, I will not use Pebble Go Science because I do not have a science topic. I will use World Book and Gale Elementary for my research. At least that is where I will start. And for step 2, you just brainstorm where you think you'll start to get your information. I'm also going to use Veterans Day and history for search topics. The key to a good search topic is to think of just 1 or 2 keywords and then some synonyms for them if appropriate, because sometimes the word you type into your search doesn't work, so it's useful to have some other ideas. This week, your activity will be to fill out the Google form that has questions that relate to this video and some comprehension questions, basically. And then there will be one question at the end, so if you have any questions or were confused, you can put your questions there, and I will try to address those as we go forward. So, thank you very much. Have a great week.